Welcome back to week 3 of Fantasy Help Desk, presented by Current Technologies. My name is Ramon Bassett, along with my partner, Brennan Lambrecht. And we are back here for another exciting week of NFL action, and more importantly, fantasy football.
That's absolutely correct, Ramon. We're back after another monster weekend in the NFL. And after week 3, fantasy managers really start to have a good understanding of what their team is and where they need help. So with that being said, we just want to look at some waiver wire additions this week who might be able to help prop your team up to the next level a bit.
And talking about supporting or propping up your team, Current Technologies is experienced in supporting any type of IT needs, even those that have IT staff in-house, 24-hour, 7-day-a-week support, networking, being able to protect with cybersecurity and much, much more. So if you need some support, need to be lifted up, just reach out to us and we'll be happy to help.
Absolutely, Ramon. Now let's kick this show off with the biggest fantasy news coming out of the weekend, and that is the injury to Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey.
Again.
Yep, he's back on the injured list with a hamstring injury, expected to keep him out at least 2 weeks. So that leads easily into our first waiver wire addition, who is Panthers running back Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard.
Yep, as we saw last year, one of the more fun names in the league.
Yeah.
As we saw last year when McCaffrey went to the injured list, Mike Davis filled in very well. The Panthers didn't change their game plan very much, and I don't expect them to with Hubbard in the backfield.
Yeah, well, and that highlights also the NFL mindset of the next man up.
Yep.
You mentioned that they didn't change the offense the last time they had to fill in, but they went and they were ready to be able to do that.
Absolutely. So next up on the waiver wire list I have this week is Emmanuel Sanders, wide receiver for Buffalo. So, Ramon, Stephon Diggs is obviously the number 1 receiver there, but I think that number 2 position is going to change weekly. Week 3 was definitely Sanders' spot. He had 5 catches for 94 yards and a touchdown. Consistency is going to be the question there, but I think if he can consistently show that he is the number 2 receiver in that offense, it'll pay dividends.
Yeah, over the long run, consistency really helps and helps be able to build around. Talking about consistency, when you partner with an IT firm that is consistent in providing service, has tenure as in our engineers, is what, 22 years?
22 years average.
Wow, of our engineers. I mean, they've seen a thing or two, and they're right at it and staying current. And so if you want a peace of mind and work with an IT firm that's been around, just look us up.
Yep. So, we've talked about running backs and wide receivers a lot on this show. I want to address a position that's slightly less covered, and that's the tight end spot. I really like Tyler Conklin for the Minnesota Vikings. If you don't have one of those top, tier 1, top 4 tight ends in the league, it's pretty much a guess any week as to who's going to go off. I do like Conklin, though. Irv Smith was supposed to be the Vikings tight end, but the knee injury ended his season early. And Conklin stepped in very admirably. He's filled in well for him. His target share has gone up every week, which is a good sign for an emerging tight end. I'm not huge on Conklin. He's incredibly touchdown dependent, especially in standard scoring leagues. But he is worthy of consideration.
Yeah, keep your eyes open on him.
Absolutely. So thank you for tuning in to week 3 of the Fantasy Help Desk with Current Technologies. If you guys enjoyed this content, please let us know by liking and sharing. If you have any topics you'd like to see us cover in future episodes, go ahead and drop those in the comments. We'll get to them next week.
Definitely. And the Fantasy Help Desk week 3 brought to you by Current Technologies come to a close. Please follow us on all our social media platforms and reach out to us for all your IT and physical security needs. Until next week, be able to score a lot of points.